Good morning, students. I'm Colonel H.K. Chaswal, a veteran from the Indian Army, and along with my wife, Mrs. Suman Chaswal, we are running an institute by the name of Study Center in Sector 5, Dwarka, New Delhi. We are teaching spoken English, IELTS, personality development, interview techniques, group discussions, and also coaching English to students from class 1 to class 12th. SST up to class 10th. Now, yesterday I had started the first of the series of lectures on interview techniques. Interview techniques, I had told you, before you apply for a job, you are to be prepared to give an interview. And prior to the interview, you have to forward your resume to the company. You are called for an interview, and after you are called for an interview, the interviewer sees how you walk, speak, how do you dress up, how do you conduct yourself in the interview, and how do you speak in the language which is understood by the corporate world. We have seen that your resume gives everything about yourself in brief to the interviewer, but then you have to start the day with the self introduction. Because, as I've already told you, the interviewer will give you some time to get used to the new environment and the place where you are being interviewed, and then the interview starts with your self introduction. The interviewer will say, "Please introduce yourself." Then you have to start. I am Vinod Mishra, 29 years old, an MBA working with Concentrix company since last 4 years. I was born and brought up in Delhi. My father is a businessman. My mother, a very graceful lady, is a housewife. We are two brothers and a sister. All are settled. I did my schooling from Indraprasth Public School, Dwarka, and after passing my plus 2, graduated from Delhi University. Subsequently, I did MBA from the same university, and then I joined this company as a junior manager. I got married to a very nice lady, and we have a sweet child. My hobbies are playing tennis, reading, listening to live music, and I intend to work hard and climb the ladder of success in the corporate world. Now, once you've given the self introduction, which is brief of the resume which you have sent, now the session of question and answers start with you, and the interviewer tries and finds something which you have not given in the resume or given in your self introduction, so that he knows more about you. Like, for example, he will ask you, why have you chosen MBA? Why not other subjects? So the answer should be very short and very to the point. Sir, I like business administration from the very beginning. Therefore, once I graduated, I joined MBA. Then next question can be, what are your leisure activities? Now, this has been reworded for your hobbies. So, leisure activities, you can once again repeat the same thing. I like playing tennis, like reading and listening to light music. Although you repeated, but the reworded question of the self-introduction which you are given has been correctly answered by you. Then he may ask you, what has been your greatest achievement in life? So, certainly, your greatest achievement is to do your MBA and get good marks and join a very good international company. Then the next question comes, what do you enjoy most? Now some of you will say, sir, I enjoy most working, which is a wrong answer. You must say that I do enjoy working, but also I've got other interests like meeting my friends, going and visiting my relatives, going to malls, and also doing something which looks after me in my health, like jogging, running, and also going to the gym. Now, the next question can be something like this. Have you worked in the team as a leader? Answer should be yes. From the very beginning, the day I got into college, I have been a leader at every level. That is how I managed to join MBA and also become a member of this wonderful company known as Concentrix Limited as a junior manager. However, after putting in a few years, I would like to go higher up. As I said, I'd like to climb the ladder of success in the corporate world. That is why I've come here for this interview, which I may be selected as a senior manager if I am found fit. Then next question can be, do you have the ability to adjust along well with people of different tastes? Now this is a question which is very, tricky to question and very important question. Can you mix up with people who have got different tastes? See, everybody does not follow the tastes and the likings which you have. So you have to be very adjusting and be able to adjust to various type of people of different tastes, different hobbies, and different achievements, aged from higher to the lower end in your particular line. Then the question may be, how do you go along with your superiors? Answer could be, sir, I respect my superiors, but certainly I do insist on them to listen to my views and what I feel is to be done in this situation. However, if in case he does not agree, he is the boss, then I will do the way he wants. Then the next question could be whether your present job gives you satisfaction. Yes, sir. My present job does give me satisfaction, but I want to go higher in life. That is why I am here for this interview for the senior manager's job. Then they can ask you, what do you enjoy most? Now this is again a catch question. It is the same as hobbies. I enjoy most playing tennis, reading, listening to light music, and many other things which you have earlier said were your hobbies. Now, in this way, the more and more questions they'll ask to find your abilities. Starting from the very beginning till the time you have not reached this level, they'll keep on asking you all questions to gain information about you. Because basically, this interview, I have told you, is to gain information on your capabilities. So, this question answer session may last up to an hour or an hour and a half. He will give you separate situations, separate, ways to conduct yourself as a leader, and he will also say that yes, you must do what somebody tells you to do, or you have to use your own brain, or find a middle path in which whatever the boss says and whatever your mind says, you can find a solution and suggest it to the boss or your manager, team manager, your team leader. So accordingly, the question and answer session basically is meant to know you more and more till the time he reaches the base and he has got no more questions left for you. Now the next thing is he's going to ask, do you have any questions? Now this is a very important thing. You should not say no, sir. You must prepare these questions and go, because these questions you must ask. Like for example, you can ask, what will be my job responsibility? Now the person will say, if you are selected, your job responsibility can be so and so, and then you understand it and say, yes sir, I have understood the job responsibility. Then the next question can be, how much of money do you accept your employees to be given? In this particular case, where the position is of a senior manager. Now this again is a catch question from your side. So he will not give a correct answer, but he'll give an approximate answer, which may say that yes, you may get up to 24 lakh rupees per year in this particular post, something more or less. Now such questions should be very intelligently asked, must be short and to the point, and once you finish the question, you say, okay sir, thank you very much. He will say, thank you. You are say, may I ask your leave, sir? And he'll say once again, say, okay, thank you very much. Then you get up and without looking back, go out of the room, and then after that you will find that you are much confident than what you were, and then you wait for their answer. So this is the second stage of being interviewed, in which they'll ask you questions. You ask them questions, give your self-introduction and a short and to the point resume which you have given should be in the self-introduction. Now whatever you say, whatever you ask should be to the point and short. You should not ask very long questions, not ask questions which are difficult for the person who's interviewing you to reply, or then you should be able to answer those questions which he is asked. Possibly, he may ask you, what are you expecting for this post? So you have to be very intelligent, very to the point, and very sharp-minded when you speak in this particular interview skills. So thank you very much, students. Now, in the next lecture, I will tell you what after the interview. What is required to be done by a candidate after he is given an interview, and then we shall conclude this topic of interviews in the next lecture. Thank you very much, students. Thank you very much.